The world is on fire with geopolitical tension. Russia's invasion of Ukraine grinds on. North Korea, with China's backing, is ramping up threats against America's allies Japan and South Korea. And now, a critical question arises. Is this the perfect time for the United States to strike Venezuela? Venezuela has long been on Washington's radar. Why? Massive oil reserves, a highly strategic position in South America, and most importantly, its close ties to Russia. For years, President Nicolas Maduro has clung to power despite U.S. sanctions and efforts to support the opposition. That's why the idea of military intervention has been whispered again and again. Right now, Russia is consumed by the war in Ukraine. Its military, its economy, and its diplomacy are almost entirely tied down. China and North Korea's role. China is busy with its own storm, Taiwan tensions, economic slowdown, and growing global pushback. Yes, Beijing provides Venezuela with some financial support, but a direct military commitment? Highly unlikely. North Korea, meanwhile, keeps firing missiles over the Pacific, threatening Japan and South Korea. But that's an East Asian issue. Pyongyang doesn't have the reach to meaningfully protect Venezuela. The pressure on U.S. allies. Sure, U.S. allies in Asia, Japan and South Korea, are under pressure, but they're shielded by the American military presence. And here's the reality: Latin America is America's own backyard. Compared to Asia, taking decisive action in Venezuela is logistically far easier. Why this is America's moment? Think about the timing. Russia is stuck in Ukraine. China is stretched thin by Taiwan and its economy. North Korea's threats are regional, not global. That leaves Venezuela relatively exposed. Caracas has oil leverage, yes, but militarily? It's weak. If the U.S. truly wanted to, it could move fast and force a regime change with little outside interference. Conclusion. But here's the big question: will the U.S. actually act? On one hand, Washington is juggling Ukraine and the Pacific Front. On the other, invading Venezuela risks global backlash, chaos in oil markets, and new enemies across Latin America. Yet, strategically speaking, this moment might be the most favorable window the U.S. has ever had. A chance to eliminate a Russian ally in its own hemisphere, while global rivals are distracted. The decision lies with the White House: seize the window or play it safe.